Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you never miss a play. The NFL world has been buzzing non-stop, with whispers and speculations ever since Quentin Johnston, one of the most coveted wide receiver prospects in recent memory, seemingly decided to bypass the Los Angeles Chargers, the team that held the 9th overall pick and was widely expected to draft him. Instead, rumor has it that Johnston has agreed to terms with the Washington Commanders, a move that could potentially reshape the entire offensive landscape of the franchise. Sources close to the matter have been hinting at negotiations behind closed doors, with the Commanders aggressively pursuing Johnston, positioning themselves to capitalize on his rare blend of size, speed, and playmaking ability. It's not just a signing, it's being painted as a bold statement, a power move that could give Washington a new deep threat to terrorize defenses across the league. The buzz is that the Chargers, despite their clear need for a dynamic wideout to pair with Keenan Allen, might have lost out in the behind-the-scenes chess match, leaving fans and analysts stunned. This situation opens a massive question mark. Why would Johnston desert the Chargers? Seemingly perfect fit, the story thickens when insiders suggest that the Commanders offered more than just a lucrative deal. They promised a central role in the offense, a chance to be the go-to weapon, and the opportunity to revitalize a team hungry for explosive playmakers. The potential impact of Quentin Johnston joining the Commanders cannot be overstated. If the rumors hold true, Washington would instantly gain one of the most explosive deep threat receivers entering the league in years. At 6 feet 4 inches with blazing speed and exceptional catch radius, Johnston embodies the prototype of a game-changing wideout who can stretch defenses vertically and create mismatches all over the field. The Commanders' offensive scheme, which under new coaching direction is becoming more dynamic and aggressive, would be an ideal playground for Johnston's talents. Fans have been dreaming of a weapon capable of turning short passes into 50-yard gains or drawing double coverage that opens up opportunities for other players. Now, with this possible signing, it seems that dream might come true. Meanwhile, the Chargers, who look like a natural landing spot given their roster and style, may find themselves scrambling to address the hole left by Johnston's unexpected decision. This turn of events raises eyebrows across the league, and speculation is mounting on how this will affect the balance of power within the NFC East, a division hungry for a new contender to emerge. The Commanders, long starved for offensive weapons, might finally have found their missing piece, and the league is watching closely. Behind the scenes, there's talk of intense negotiations that stretched over weeks, with the Commanders showing a level of commitment and focus that impressed Johnston and his representatives. Reports suggest that the team not only offered a competitive financial package but also promised Johnston the kind of leadership role that few rookies get so early in their careers. This isn't just about money, it's about vision, about building a legacy in a city known for passionate fans and deep football history. Washington's front office reportedly pitched Johnston a compelling story: become the cornerstone of a team on the rise, the new face of the franchise, and the go-to guy who leads the Commanders back to playoff relevance. Meanwhile, sources indicate that the Chargers were caught off guard by this aggressive approach, possibly underestimating Washington's willingness to go all in. The Chargers management, dealing with other roster priorities and salary cap complexities, may have hesitated, and that hesitation could have cost them dearly. The story unfolding feels like a classic underdog narrative, with Washington emerging as the dark horse, landing a star player who was expected to bolster a more established squad. This potential signing isn't just a transaction, it's a chess move that might shift momentum and expectations across the NFL landscape. Fans and analysts alike are speculating about what Johnston's presence could mean for Washington's offense. The Commanders have struggled to establish a consistent aerial attack for years, often relying on short routes and conservative play calling. Adding a receiver like Johnston, who can beat defenders in a variety of ways, whether through speed, physicality, or route running, might open up new possibilities for the quarterback and offensive coordinator. The rumor mill suggests that the coaching staff is already envisioning creative ways to utilize Johnston, from deep bombs to trick plays and screens that maximize his athleticism. This kind of versatility is rare in a rookie, which only adds to the excitement surrounding his arrival. On the flip side, the Chargers might have to pivot quickly, potentially seeking other wide receiver options through free agency or trades to fill the void Johnston's absence leaves. The broader NFL community is watching closely, sensing that Johnston's decision could be the spark that elevates Washington from a rebuilding team to a legitimate contender. This makes the Commanders' offseason one of the most intriguing storylines, filled with hope and anticipation, and positioning Johnston as a potential breakout star from day one. The ripple effects of this rumor extend beyond just the Commanders and Chargers. Other teams in the division and conference will be adjusting their scouting and game planning strategies in light of Johnston potentially becoming Washington's new deep threat. Defensive coordinators will need to account for his speed and size, matchup nightmares, possibly altering coverage schemes that could open up opportunities for Washington's running game and tight ends. The buzz around the league is that Johnston's signing could catalyze a domino effect in roster moves as teams scramble to shore up their own passing attacks to keep pace. Meanwhile, fantasy football enthusiasts are already recalculating their draft boards and rankings, eyeing Johnston as a must-have rookie pick who could deliver immediate dividends. This entire situation has generated a surge of excitement in Washington's fan base, where expectations have been tempered by years of underwhelming performances, but are now reignited by the prospect of a fresh offensive weapon. While none of this is officially confirmed, the buzz continues to grow, making this one of the most compelling offseason sagas in recent NFL memory. Insiders hint that the Commanders' new coaching regime played a pivotal role in wooing Johnston. The staff's commitment to an aggressive, vertically oriented offense aligns perfectly with Johnston's skill set, making the team a natural fit from a football standpoint. Sources suggest that the coaches personally reached out to Johnston, painting a vivid picture of the offense's potential and how he could thrive as their primary target. This personal touch seems to have resonated deeply with the young receiver, who is reportedly eager to embrace a leadership role and make an immediate impact. On the flip side, whispers from the Chargers camp indicate some internal discord or hesitation about fully committing to Johnston as a foundational piece, possibly due to concerns about fit or salary constraints. This divergence in organizational vision might explain why Johnston chose the Commanders over the Chargers, despite the latter's favorable draft position and offensive pedigree. The ongoing chatter suggests that Washington's boldness in aggressively courting Johnston could signal a new era for the franchise, one that prioritizes star talent acquisition and offensive explosiveness. This potential signing could be the catalyst the Commanders need to break free from mediocrity and become a genuine playoff threat in the years to come. The media frenzy around Quentin Johnston's potential move to Washington has only intensified as more details emerge. Pundits and analysts are dissecting every possible angle, from the strategic fit to the financial implications and long-term impact on both franchises. Social media platforms are ablaze with debates, fan reactions, and speculative takes about how this move could shake up the NFL landscape. Some commentators praise the Commanders for pulling off what looks like a coup, while others question the Chargers' front office decisions. Amidst all the speculation, one thing is clear: Johnston's rumored decision is a major talking point that is everyone guessing about the future. The narrative is also focusing on how this signing could inspire a new generation of Commanders fans and rekindle interest in a market that has been starved for consistent success. Meanwhile, the Chargers face mounting pressure to explain their draft strategy and reassure fans that they can still build a championship-caliber team without Johnston. The unfolding story is a fascinating mix of business talent evaluation and emotional investment, all converging to create a suspenseful offseason drama that could define careers and franchises alike. Rumors also suggest that Johnston's decision was influenced by off-field factors, including the culture and vision presented by Washington's organization. Insiders say that the Commanders' leadership team made a concerted effort to connect with Johnston on a personal level, emphasizing the city's rich football history and the passionate fan base hungry for a new hero. This emotional appeal, coupled with promises of being a central figure in the team's resurgence, might have tipped the scales in favor of Washington. Additionally, whispers indicate that Johnston's camp was impressed by the city's commitment to building a competitive roster around him, with plans to add complementary pieces through free agency and the draft. This comprehensive approach reportedly contrasted with the Chargers' more conservative or uncertain plans, making the Commanders appear as a more attractive landing spot. If these rumors hold weight, it speaks volumes about the importance of organizational culture and vision in attracting top talent in today's NFL. The buzz is that Johnston's signing could be the beginning of a new chapter in Washington's franchise history, one filled with renewed hope and heightened expectations. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. From a tactical standpoint, Johnston's arrival could transform Washington's offensive playbook. The coaching staff might design new schemes that leverage his ability to stretch the field, vertically forcing defenses to adapt, and creating more opportunities for the running game and short passing routes. Rumors suggest that the Commanders are already experimenting with formations and plays that put Johnston in only-and-own matchups aiming to exploit his size and speed advantage. This potential shift in offensive philosophy could also boost the confidence and performance of the team's quarterback, who would benefit from having a reliable deep threat to open up passing lanes. On the flip side, the Chargers might be forced to retool their offensive strategy, potentially emphasizing a more balanced attack or seeking other playmakers through trades or free agency. The speculation around these tactical adjustments adds another layer of intrigue to the unfolding story, making Johnston's rumored move a hot topic, not just in fan circles, but also among coaches and analysts. The buzz around how this signing might reshape the offensive identity of Washington is growing louder by the day. Financially, the Commanders' willingness to invest heavily in Johnston underscores their determination to change the narrative around their franchise. Reports hint that the deal includes incentives and guarantees designed to reward Johnston for immediate impact and long-term commitment. This financial commitment reflects a broader strategy by Washington to aggressively pursue top-tier talent and build a competitive roster capable of sustained success. Meanwhile, the Chargers might face criticism for not matching or exceeding the offer, raising questions about their ability to retain elite prospects in a competitive market. This financial dimension adds complexity to the rumors, as it highlights how money and management decisions intertwine in the high-stakes world of NFL roster building. If Johnston's deal with Washington is finalized, it will be seen as a signal to other players and agents that the Commanders are serious about assembling a winning team. The league will be watching closely to see how this investment pays off on the field and whether it marks the start of a new era for Washington football. The cultural impact of Johnston's potential signing is another topic generating buzz. Washington, a city with a rich and sometimes tumultuous football history, has been craving a new star to rally round. Johnston's arrival could spark a resurgence in fan enthusiasm, ticket sales, and media attention, providing the franchise with a much-needed boost in public perception. Rumors suggest that the team is already planning marketing campaigns centered around Johnston as the face of the franchise, highlighting his youth talent and potential to lead the team to glory. This cultural shift could also influence the locker room dynamic, inspiring teammates to elevate their performance and embrace a more ambitious team identity. For the Chargers, losing out on Johnston might represent a missed opportunity to capture a similar cultural moment, forcing them to seek alternative ways to galvanize their fan base. The speculation around these cultural implications adds a human element to the story, reminding everyone that football is about more than just X and O's. It's about connection, hope, and community. The buzz continues to build, painting a vivid picture of what Johnston's presence could mean for Washington both on and off the field. Lastly, the overarching narrative of Quentin Johnston potentially deserting the Chargers and becoming the new deep weapon in DC is shaping up to be one of the most captivating offseason sagas in recent memory. It's a story filled with intrigue, bold moves, and the promise of a new era for a franchise desperate for change. The whispers of this signing have already ignited conversations among fans, analysts, and players, creating an electric atmosphere around Washington's future. While nothing is official yet, the possibility alone has reshaped expectations and energized a fan base hungry for success. For the Chargers, this rumor is a wake-up call to reassess their approach and reimagine their path forward. For the Commanders, it represents hope and a chance to rewrite their story with a spectacular new weapon leading the charge. As the NFL offseason unfolds, all eyes will remain glued to Washington, watching closely to see if Quentin Johnston's rumored signing becomes reality, and if it does, how it will transform the franchise and the league for years to come. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.